Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Asal, and this is Michael. I am the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. Good news for you. VoxyPop is working again. The owner of the website, he did some changes to the website, but everything's online now. Now, if you're going to send anything by email, remember one practice test per day. All right? So one speaking and one writing practice test per day. So you sent me 3. So over the next 3 days, don't send me anything. And then after maybe by Monday of next week, start sending me one practice test each day after that. All right, let's go ahead and listen to your first one here.
When I have an exam and when I want to prepare for my exam, I prefer to study on a book rather than studying alone. Because when I'm studying on a book, I can ask a question about my problem from the other students, and I can learn more due to discussion with them.
So you can ask questions and you can learn more. Now here's a problem. You're 20 seconds into your speech and you're just getting past the introduction. Also, when you're speaking in a monotone, which is not what you want to do for the TOEFL IBT exam. You want to try to vary your tone more than what you're doing.
And also, when I'm studying on a book, I'm more committed to study and I want to compete with the other students to get a higher score. So, asking a question and learn more and more committed to studying both leads me to studying on a book rather than studying alone.
Okay, so let's take a look at the rubrics for this one, for the independent. I think on this one you need to work with your delivery, your intonation. You really want to work on that tone, so go to the pronunciation area of my course, focus on what's called intonation. All right, now topic development. You have a lot of general ideas with no specific details. My suggestion is to limit your focus. You need a more sharply focused topic statement in the beginning. And then I would say focus around 2 ideas, 2 reasons why you believe what you do. And then try to give an example for each reason. After that, you're probably 45 seconds. Okay, and this one, I'm going to put you at about 2.6 out of 4, 20 points out of 30. So I think you need more detail to support your generalizations. You can do that by limiting your focus. All right, let's go to your next task. The next one is about musicians.
Beethoven and Mozart were famous musicians, and both were influenced on my life. Beethoven was quite a traditional music and often tells us dramas. Beethoven and Mozart were famous musicians, and both were influenced on my life. Beethoven was...
Okay, so you're comparing 2 musicians and you're showing how they have influenced you. So it looks like you're discussing the similarities between these 2 musicians.
Traditional music and often tells us drama story and tragedy story. In the other hand, Mozart was playing classic music and he knows are very good for practice the piano. And both musicians...
I would probably say because he's dead, he knew how to play a piano.
Had a very high quality of the music and both are influence on my life. So that's why I choose Beethoven and Mozart and I like both a lot.
Okay, so on this one, let's take a look at the rubrics here. I think you're a little bit more organized and developed on this one. I'm going to give you 2.83 out of 4, 22 points out of 30 in this particular practice test. It's difficult because this is a compare type organization, so you could probably structure a little bit better than you did, but still, I think this is better than your previous task. I liked your use of "on the other hand" to show that there is a difference between these two musicians in terms of the kind of music that they played, right? Okay, so things that you can review is you're still having trouble with intonation. I think you need to keep working in that area. And this is why sometimes it's better to do one practice test, not three, because if you do three, then you find out you're having the same problems in all three areas, and you're kind of reinforcing kind of a bad habit, if you will. But I'd like to have you take a look at, again, the lessons on intonation, of course. With organization, I'm going to say you probably need more specific detail for your ideas, which means to limit how much you try to say. For example, compare the two musicians in terms of one key idea. That's it. And then give examples for both. You're probably at 45 seconds there. Alrighty, so again, 2.83 out of 4, 22 points out of 30 on this one. And let's go to your third speaking, which is, what is your favorite holiday and why?
Because of same relative and shopping in US, the rules, the Iranian New Year is my favorite holiday.
It looks like you have two ideas in the beginning.
On annual rules, we are going to see our relative, especially grandparents, which is very enjoyable for me to come.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Because of same relative and shopping in US, the rules, the Iranian New Year is my favorite holiday. On annual rules, we are going to see our relative, especially US, the rules. Because of same relative and shopping in US, the rules.
I think you said shopping, maybe? Shopping new stuff?
Is my favorite holiday. On annual rules, we are going to see our relative, especially grandparents, which is very enjoyable for me to come here.
So when you get to the first point, to connect it better, you might say, this is my favorite holiday because I can see my relatives, or another reason why I enjoy this holiday is it gives me the opportunity to go shopping. So when you get to the body of your speech, you want to make sure you connect that back to the purpose.
And also, on a normal, they are going to shopping in new stuff.
Stuff is a vocabulary word that's going to kill your TOEFL speaking score. Why is that? Because it doesn't say anything. It's like things. You need to be more specific and more precise in the vocabulary that you're using.
Buy gifts for children and for one who are younger than us. And
what kinds of gifts could you buy?
Also, it's very enjoyable for me to buy a gift for children. So, because of same relative and buy a gift for children, New Year.
Because of buying a gift, not because of buy. If you use a preposition, you have to use a gerund.
Iranian, which is no rules, is my favorite holiday.
Okay, so this one, let's take a look at the rubrics here. I think you'll probably run into some trouble on this one. You had some language use issues. Your vocabulary is very basic. You had some grammar problems. You also need to keep working on your tone. That's a delivery issue. With your topic development, you're still expressing mostly basic ideas. You need more precise vocabulary to help support your generalizations. This one, I'm going to put you at 2.3 out of 4, or 18 points out of 30 on this one. To help you with your organization, and specifically to help you better connect your body of your response back to your introduction, check out my speaking lesson number 7. Alrighty, anyway, thank you very much, and keep up the good work.